Hey everyone, it's Kai, and it's another Stream Tuesday, and today we're just gonna get some Touken Rambu stuff, and some, Monster Strike stuff. They're gonna show us the gimmick today, but boy, we got so much more stuff today than expected, which is actually pretty crazy. It's good, right? So first off, let's start off the boring stuff. We got a Rubinia. So when this unit is placed on the Vanguard circle, cost Counterblast 1, and choose one card from your hand and put it into your soul and draw one card. So pretty not amazing effect, but it's a grade 2 for Keter Sanctuary. That's the important part. Keter Sanctuary has no grade 2s. This is like, what, the 4th or 5th grade 2 they get now? Yeah, that's at least better than nothing, right? So moving on, we move on to the Touken Rambu stuff. So this, for some reason, they didn't translate this into English, which is unfortunate. But yeah, this is Kasen Kanasara. And then when this unit is ruled upon, if you want second draw cards, it's just standard ride line. The grade 1 is Kasen Kanasara Sento. So when this unit is ruled upon by Kasen Kanasara Toku, choose one of your vanguards and it gets power 10,000 until the end of turn. And then continuous regard circle, during this turn, this unit gets power 2,000. So, hits 10 on the regard circle, and then, make your Vanguard hit big. So it's pretty annoying for your opponent to guard next turn. And then the grade 2, so this is the Toku, Kasen Kanasada Toku, and then when this unit is ruled upon by Kasen Kanasada Hiwame, Soul Charge 1, choose one of your Vanguards and gets power 5,000 until the end of turn. And then during a turn, this unit gets power 2,000. So it doesn't give as much power as before, but its Soul Charge is 1. And Soul Charge 1 is pretty good. And, 13 plus 5 hits 18. So, naturally just hits that 10k shield mark, which is pretty good. But yeah, moving on to the Kiwame. So Kasen Kanasada Kiwame. So act Vanguard Circle once per turn, cost Soul Blast 1, and put any number of your rear guards to rest. For each unit put to rest this way, this unit gets power 5,000 until the end of turn. That's kind of nice. It just makes your Vanguard really fat. And the second effect is Vanguard Circle continuous during the battle that this unit attacked. If this unit's power is 30,000 or greater, when your opponent will call cards from the hand to the Guardian Circle, they must call 2 or more at the same time. So you're hitting that null range of the 30k power. So they'll have to call like 3 cards, which is cool. And then remember the Battle Door effect. If your opponent is using the new nulls, and like they're basically forced to throw extra cards. Okay, they're basically forced to throw extra cards. So yeah, it's even better. It's even better. Okay, moving on is we got Mikazuki Munechika. So when this unit attacks, perform all of the effects below according to the number of cards in your damage zone. So if you have 3 or more, this unit gets 5,000. If you have 4 more, look at the top card of your deck and put it on the top or bottom of your deck. And then if you have 5 or more, Counterblast 1 and Soul Blast 1, and put this unit to stand. So it's pretty much like OTT, Overlord. Yeah. So, cool. And then the next one we have is, we got Oedenta Mitsuyo. So when this unit hits, if you have Persona Road this turn, Counterblast 1 and heal 1 damage from your damage zone. So basically this card is never gonna hit, but just put power in this, pump it up, and make him throw a null for it, man. Make him throw a null for it. You don't want him to heal. Like, come on, dude. So this one is Juzu Maru Tsunetsugu. So this is the G Guardian from before. Act Regard Circle once per turn, cost Counterblast 1. Put this unit and one other Regard to rest. Choose one of your opponent's units and it gets power minus 5,000 until the end of turn. And if you Persona Road this turn, put all of your Regards to stand. So, you rested with this, you rested with your Kasen Kanasara, and then now you stand them all. So very, very cool. Very, very cool. Next we get the perfect one of the over trigger, right? So the additional effect for the over trigger this time is all your units get critical +1, so it's like 3 crit triggers, I guess, kind of. But this is an interesting over trigger. This is not just an over trigger unit. It is like a trigger order, right? It's like we're going to pendulums already, right? So this is Kashu Kyomitsu Shinken Hisatsu. All right. It sounds more like a move name. All right. I don't play Touken Rambu, unfortunately, but it doesn't sound like a guy's name. It sounds like more like a super move, right? But since this is in a trigger order, it has an order effect. Like when played, resolve this effect when played as an order. Choose one of your Vanguards and it gets critical +1 until the end of turn. And if you have 5 or more cards in your damage zone, all your units get power plus 10,000. So big pump if you have 5 damage. If you have a restanding Vanguard, that's cool. He gets to double dip on the crit. But the interesting thing of this is that, you know, they haven't run out of ideas. Okay. This next set of over triggers implies, you know, this implies they're playing with over triggers. No, please note that there's no 50k shield on this because it's an order. So they might be trading off like on play effects at the cost of shield. I don't know how good that is. I like 50k shield in a game where there's like pretty much lower defense than before, but the power lines still hit high. 50k shield is amazing. But you know, they're experimenting with a trigger order, right? So if they release in the next set of over triggers, they might print them as orders instead, like trigger orders. But they could also like print other things, right? If they think that they want to print like a grade 1 or a grade 2 that is really strong, they could just slap like an over trigger icon on it, and you can only run one of that, right? So there's a lot of things that it looks like they're experimenting, which is good. Even though I don't like over triggers, but no, they're experimenting, which is new and fresh stuff. So that's great. That's great. Moving on is we got a Sentinel. This card, I think they revealed this before. It's just a Null Guard. Too sure on the name, but you know, just your average normal D Sentinel now. And then next, they basically show off like all the different arts. There's basically like 4 versions of this over trigger. So you get a bunch of them. And the next one we have is this person. She looks so. No, it's a he. It's he. My bad. So this is Hanjin. And auto rearguard circle. When your opponent's back row rearguard is retired during your turn, put this unit into your soul, choose one of your units, and it gets plus 10k until the end of turn. So, okay, it's nice. This one is Ichibonji Norimune. So back row continuous rearguard circle. During your turn, you have 4 more units that gets boost and power 5k. So it's kind of like rooks, I guess. And then we've got this card. It is Murakumo Go. All right, so act drop zone. Okay. Counterblast 1 and choose one of the following. If you have a Samidare Go on your rearguard circle, call this unit to an open rearguard circle. So nice, it just calls itself for free. And then if you have a Samidare Go in your soul, put this unit into your soul, and then soul charge 1. So okay, it's not bad. I think are they brothers? You know, they're swords, right? So maybe they work together. One's a katana, one's a wakizashi or something like that. And I don't know anything about Touken Rambu, but you know, just let me know if you know. Okay, so moving on to Monster Strike. This is where the spice begins. We've got the Kin Tamago. So this is the golden egg. All right. So when you stand up, you become a striker. All right. This is the Vanguard. So this is your first Vanguard, by the way. It's 0 power. So you know you can underswing as well. But when you stand up, you become a striker. What happens when you become a striker? You get your ride deck. From your ride deck, you get a Gacha Ridora, and then you put it into your order zone, and then you get a monster box as well. You add it to your hand. So what are they? Well, they kind of explain it, the whole gimmick, right? They kind of explain the whole big gimmick. So in your ride deck, you normally get grade 0, 1, 2, 3, but now you get a 5th card, which is a Gacha Ridora, if you are a striker, right? If you're playing Monster Strike, you get this one as well. So you have 5 cards in your ride deck. In your 50 card deck, you can press an extra card. You only run 45 cards in deck as well. And this one is a set order Gacha. So, keep your kids away from that, man. And then what happens with a monster box? So this is the gimmick. So your Gacha Ridora has an effect where you rest it in the order zone, and then you put the top card of your deck into the monster box. And your monster box is like another kind of area, I guess. And then once per turn, you may swap a card in your hand with a card in the monster box, but they have to be the same grade. So you have to swap a grade 1 and grade 1, and just swap them around. And then that's basically the monster box, right? So it's just kind of like a single gacha, but that's not it. So Monster Strike gimmick, you have if everyone who is a connoisseur of gacha knows, the whole point of gacha is usually the 10 roll gacha, right? And once per fight, you can do a 10 roll gacha with the Gacha Ridora, and that is if you and your opponent are grade 3 or higher, you can counterblast 2 and rest this. So you rest this card, your Gacha Ridora in your set order zone, and then you put top 10 cards of your deck into the monster box, and then afterwards from your monster box you pick 3 cards, you pick up to 3 cards, and then you can call them to the rearguard circle. So ideally you want to use this ASAP. You put all your cards there, make a big swing, make a free field. That's cool. You set up your monster box for just swapping once every turn with like just filtering your hand for maybe cards you want. So yeah, just hope you don't absolutely brick. You put 10 triggers to your monster box and just feel bad, but that's Gacha, man. It's Gacha. You win some or you lose some. Now, interestingly enough, they translated this into English, so maybe it's like a wait and see kind of thing. Maybe, like, apparently they do pay a lot of attention to the English scene. Even I think Keter Mori P mentioned something about, you know, remote fights that people have been playing with proxied overdressed cards or Japanese cards. Did he mention the proxy? Probably just the Japanese card. But it looks like they're paying some attention. So it's not a far cry to maybe say Monster Strike might come out in English. Just if there is interest for it, maybe it will. So yeah, maybe. I don't know. It's just speculation, but it's an interesting set, that's for sure. So it's quite possible that they do. But yeah, that's pretty cool. And then they did do some like Q&A for it. It's like ride deck. Yeah, you have 5 cards in the ride deck. You still have 50 cards in your deck. And then yeah, the monster box and all that. So overall, it's been a pretty crazy day. Lots of card, surprisingly lots of card reveals. I didn't think they'd release so much Touken Rambu stuff, but they did. So that's cool. And yeah, Gacha. Crazy. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.